Well, the race for the World Series crown is down to 8, and a capacity crowd is in postseason form as we get you ready for this one. It's Game 1 of the American League Division Series between the American League's Houston Astros and the Toronto Blue Jays. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Yeah, and you can see how these two teams stack up. And it's hard to say exactly who you'd give the edge to right now. But it wouldn't surprise me at all if the pitchers were the guys that got the upper hand in this series.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Toronto Blue Jays.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. What's this lineup got to do tonight to get a W on the road, Steve?
I'll tell you what, this team has their ace on the mound, so it's probably not going to take a whole lot of offense to get a win for them.
Marcus Stroman will do the pitching in front of the hometown crowd here in Game 1. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, what makes him difficult, the fact that he throws two different types of fastballs. He's got that four-seamer, and then he's got that two-seamer that runs in on the hitter sometimes. Very difficult to attack both.
With a moment now, let's give you a look at the defensive alignment for the Blue Jays. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, the center fielder in this one, as good as anybody out there in the field. Has a lot of speed, can cover a lot of ground, and most importantly, he's very reliable.
Jose Altuve strides forward, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
For Houston, second baseman, number 27.
Down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1.
First pitch, 7:06.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Stroman's ready. 0-2 on its way. And a good curveball there, but he wouldn't bite. It's 1-2.
I think he had him flinching on that one. That nearly came back to the inside corner.
Chopped weakly to the left. Throw too late, and he's on with an infield single to open up the ball game.
And you know, any way you can get on base, you just take it. Here he just puts the ball in play. Doesn't hit it all that hard, but he's able to leg it out at first base, and he's on to start this ball game.
At the plate, George Springer, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Nope. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
And he falls behind now, 2-0.
And you wonder if he's feeling just a little bit distracted having that base stealer over there at first base. Sometimes just the threat of a steal can really mess with your head out there.
Nobody out, runner on first. Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back. Two and 0 count, and the pitch. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up.
Well, you take a swing at a pitch like that, you're lucky that you only got sawed off. He's going to have to go find himself another piece of lumber.
Oh, he breaks out the hook there. Good for strike 2.
Boy, he just turned that thing over perfectly. He put that thing right on a dime.
That misses, so the count goes full now to the second batter of the ball game.
And now with the full count, I got to think that means in all likelihood he'll be on the move over there at first.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Good battle. Count remains full. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
He'll be disappointed with that at bat, but potentially the saving grace might be that he got to see a lot of pitches here in the first inning, so he'll have a good idea of what's to come later on.
Now to the plate, Carlos Correa. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal at all.
Now a throw over, but the runner's back easily.
Keeping him close.
The 0-1 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. On the move is Batista. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Evan Gattis.
Evan Gattis set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
First pitch of the at-bat. In there, strike 1. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Yeah, and Lawrence is a good umpire. I've seen him get some stares from lefty hitters before on pitches away, but maybe only a handful of times.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
He just might be up there taking pitches, waiting for that base runner to go, but he's not going to be able to take any more.
Two out with the man at first. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
The 1-2 pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
A runner on first with 2 away. Now a move over to first, and the runner back.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. One left for Houston. Now the Blue Jays will get their chance. No score. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, I think what they need is a little bit more consistency from the middle of that order. They need production with runners in scoring position.
Dallas Keuchel gets the call in hostile territory here for Game 1 of the division series. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, he's got a career ERA under 4. For a starting pitcher, that is very dependable. They're just looking for a consistent start here in this one.
And with that, let's call on a look at how the Astros line it up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts. So we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Kevin Pillar comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Kevin Pillar.
Too high, 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Hit hard back up the middle, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
So far, so good. They get a scoreless top of the first, and now a leadoff single to start things in their house.
Troy Tulowitzki settles into the box for his first chance. Here's the first pitch to him. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. Set to deliver the 0-1. And Tulowitzki can't come up with that one as he falls behind 0-2 now. A runner at first with no outs here. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Here's the 0-2. Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out. On to first, a double play.
Well, for a pitcher, that's a tough way to get yourself out of trouble, but he'll take it. This is right back at him, but he's able to just stick his glove up in spirit. And he's got the presence of mind to turn and complete the double play.
Josh Donaldson gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are two away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Bases are empty here with two men out. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with two out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
Three and 0 now.
And even on 3-0, it's no given that he's going to be taken up there. We've seen him go after pitches in this spot before. He's not going to hold back.
Might have swung at ball 4 there. It's 3-1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. This is hit high and deep out to left. Back goes Rasmus. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. We've played an inning, still 0-0. Colby Rasmus will lead things off here as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second.
Colby Rasmus.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
That thing's knee-high on the outside third of the plate. Pretty understandable why he couldn't catch up with that one.
Stroman looks in, 0-1 pitch on its way. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
And this is swung on and missed, and Rasmus becomes out number 1.
The third strikeout for him now. Got him out front a little bit here. He winds up turning this pitch over nicely, and he gets him to swing right through it.
Standing in now, Tyler White. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Hit hard back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Well, the previous pitch was a fastball away. This time, they try to come in with that fastball. He jumped all over it.
Here's Luis Valbuena now. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. No score here as we play inning number 2. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Driven to right field and deep. Back goes Bautista. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His first homer so far in the series. And the Astros have taken a 2-0 lead.
And if he was guessing up there, he was guessing right, because he's all over that thing like a shaggy dog, and he drives it over the wall.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in.
Jason
As he'll take a breaking ball in off the plate for ball 1.
Oh, it's so important to be able to strike first in a postseason game. Get that first run in, especially when you're the team playing on the road. Hopefully you can take a little life out of this big crowd.
That's inside. 2-0.
And this is what you got to do up there, Steve. You got to wait him out.
Yeah, and if you can lay off the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get your fastball to hit.
Outside, 3-0 now. There's Jake Marisnick. He'll get his shot next. Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
Here comes the 3-1 pitch. And the count will be full. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss, and they come back from a 3-0 count to sit him down on strikes, and there are 2 gone.
Well, this is how you got to do it in this league. If you give up a 2-run home run, you got to just move on quickly. And he's still upset about it, don't get me wrong, but it's when you dwell on it that you get yourself into more trouble.
Jake Marisnick into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. Into the windup and the pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. The 0-2 is a breaking pitch taken for a ball, 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind in a count like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. Line softly out toward left center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. Oh, and this goes right past him. So some real problems out there that time, as it'll wind up in E7. So it's back to the top of the order now, and striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. First offering on its way. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Two out here and a runner at second. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
Huh. Safe to say, guys don't care much for that location. That'll get you riled up the plate, no doubt.
And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Yeah, and he's got to be careful not to give up yet another home run here in this inning. So you can see they're approaching with caution here.
The 2-2 pitch. And now off the glove as Martin can't hang on. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, yeah, this is going to be a pitch in the dirt. And as a runner, it's hard sometimes to tell whether you should advance or not. But I think the catcher just lost sight of this thing just for a moment. And as soon as he reads that at second base, he's off for third.
And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
Yeah, he knows he's already given up 1 home run in the inning, so this wasn't the most aggressive sequence we've seen. He winds up losing him on 3-2.
George Springer gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. Line drive to left. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Nice. He really sat on the fastball there. He squared it up perfectly, drove it into left field. He'll be rewarded with an RBI as he picks up that runner from third base.
Carlos Correa will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
And some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. Boy, and after that good first inning, not the same here in the second.
He's kind of looking a little shell-shocked out there. Like even he can't figure out what's going on.
The 1-0 pitch. This is skied out toward right. Bautista has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 3-0 Houston. Jose Bautista strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Jose Bautista.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Hit hard down the line. Valbuena's got it. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Batting fifth, designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion.
Edwin Encarnacion digs in here for his first appearance. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
And like most right-handed power guys, he's a good high ball hitter. So that's where you're going to want to keep that fastball going forward.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit. 1 out, nobody on. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Now this is popped up. Room, however, behind the plate for Castro. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at the big picture here. There you see the participants in this year's playoffs. Chris Colabello gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First delivery to him on the way. Now a check swing on the pitch inside, but he definitely broke the plane, and that's the first strike. 2 out, nobody on. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, even with the bases empty here and 2 away, you still need to be careful here. So he's pitched him smart so far.
High and deep to straightaway right. Back goes Springer. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. They trail it here 3-0. Evan Gattis is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Down the first baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number one.
Here's that swing again. This is in show motion. And you'll see that that's a few inches above the thumbs. You'll be feeling that one all night long.
Stepping in now, Colby Rasmus. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
And you kind of wonder if he's learned anything out there. There's another pitch right down the middle. I think he's lucky that that one didn't get hit a long way.
Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
And this is what folks mean when they talk about time in the fastball. He looks at the first pitch just to get a feel for the speed, the movement, and then when it comes again, now he knows how to handle it.
Into the box now, Tyler White. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. And, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1.
And a good pitch there. It's a big front door curveball, and he had no way of opening up to it.
Stroman comes set, 1-1 on its way. Foul right at the plate, and the count moves now to 1-2. Grounded to third. Donaldson's there. Barney for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more from game one after this. Russell Martin digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Catcher, Russell Martin.
And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Slow roller back to the mound. And he's retired, one away.
And that's what the two-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
One gone in the inning now for the left fielder, Dominic Brown. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Bases are empty, one man out. Hit hard towards center. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
And you know, that's what they needed. It's just a one-out single, nothing too amazing. But now at least you get that guy into the stretch and maybe give your guys a little hope up there.
Darwin Barney takes his first shot here with the runner at first now and one away. First pitch on its way. Tap foul at home plate. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Marisnik is under it. 2 down.
Well, the only good news that comes out of this at-bat is that he stayed out of the double play. Other than that,
this at-bat really didn't achieve a whole lot.
Kevin Pillar will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first.
Yeah, it was a nice at-bat, good way to start off the game. Probably hopes to carry it through the rest of the at-bats.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. 2 out with the man at first. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2.
Yeah, that pitch is still up a little bit, but at least this one was out on a corner. But I don't think I'd want to be making a living up there too much.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Blue Jays held in check. They trail in this one 3-0. Luis Valbuena is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
Third baseman, Luis Valbuena.
And a bouncing ball, foul. Stroman steps into the windup. Here's the 0-1. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And to this point, these 2 have topped out at 95 and 91 miles an hour respectively. Jason Castro is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Yeah, he just really pulled off of that pitch. This is a 2-seamer working its way down and away, and he wasn't even close.
Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time, but foul. 1 out, nobody on. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. I mean, that couldn't have been an easy take.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Trying to strike him out for the second time. And another foul ball. 3 runs, 6 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Hard hit ball to second. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
A good job there of making a 2-strike adjustment. Very compact there. He uses the middle of the field, and this just finds its way into center for a base hit.
Here's Jake Marisnick. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Brown going back, still going back. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Boy, these are the kind of days where even I want to grab a bat. Everybody on that offense is hitting the ball hard somewhere.
Stepping in, Jose Altuve. He drew a walk his first time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit down the third base line. But this is foul for the first strike. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play. And that ends the inning. Astros leave one, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Leading off the inning, Troy Tulowitzki, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
And this one misses to Tulowitzki. It's a ball and a strike. Two and one. Nothing inside here, at least not to start the at-bat, and I imagine that's by design.
Yeah, they'll give him right field. They just don't want him to turn on something.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes, he did. It's ruled a strike. Full count, 3-2.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Belted high and deep into right center. Marisnick going back to the track. He's there and records the first out.
Third baseman, number 20.
This play right here is all about getting a great read and a good angle on the ball when it's hit. Great jump, runs it down, and that saves extra bases.
In now, Josh Donaldson. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball one. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Now a ball lifted high in the air towards shallow right center field. Altuve ranging into the outfield, and that's the second out of the inning.
Boy, he had to go a long way into the outfield to make this play. I kept thinking he was going to get called off, but he must have kept shouting for it, so he stays with it and pulls it in.
Here comes the right fielder, Jose Bautista. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one.
Trying to jump on that first pitch changeup. That's a good pitch there to start this AB.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. way outside. 1-2. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. White is there for it. And the inning is over. Blue Jays go down in order. Still down 3-0. George Springer heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
The right fielder, number 4, George Springer.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
It didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with the running action on that two-seam fastball.
Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Hit hard on the ground to the right, and that is through into right field for a single.
Sometimes, especially when you're down in the count, you just got to take whatever the pitcher gives you.
He's not trying to muscle up on something, not even really trying to drive anything. He's just trying to make contact, put the ball in play, and good things wind up happening for him.
Here's Carlos Correa now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. On the ground to Barney here. This could be 2. Tulowitzki for 1. On to first, not in time, as the umpire was right there to make the call.
Kind of lucky to get it out anywhere here. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and it doesn't have a whole lot of zip on it, but they do find a way to get that force.
Evan Gattis now standing in as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Three runs, 8 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. A shot down the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
And he's having a rough go of it so far. His second strikeout of the ball game. You can see him gesturing that he thinks that pitch is outside, but you know, I think once he gets a look at it in the clubhouse, he'll probably change his tune.
Colby Rasmus will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. You don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
Lays off 2-2 now.
Yeah, and on 1 and 2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, That's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
A runner on first with 2 away. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Houston. They lead it 3-0. Edwin Encarnacion will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront. And this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
Keuchel gets the sign. First pitch on its way. High and deep to left center field. Marisnick ranging back. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
He's just trying to get a fastball in there to start the inning. Ball winds up getting hit pretty well, but not well enough to do any damage. It's a 1-pitch out.
Chris Colabello is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Hit hard toward first. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Well, this ball's hit pretty well, but this is a nice play out there to play the carom off the wall and then get the ball in quickly, and that's going to hold his man to just a single. That's a nice play.
Russell Martin stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
And you know, he's been the beneficiary of most of the calls here tonight, but I think that's one that he thought he should have had.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Well, 2 very good takes here. You can see they're trying to get him to hit something on the ground, but he's going to make him bring something up.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. To 2-2 now. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with 1 out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
First and second now after the walk, and they haven't gotten much going offensively against this guy at all. So this is about as good an opportunity as they've had.
Digging in to try it again, Dominic Brown. He singled his last time up. And he couldn't hold back that time. They say he went around at strike 1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And it's quickly 0-2. here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Well, let's take a look at this check swing here in show motion. From this speed, it almost always looks like the guy goes around. Here, well, it looked like a good call down there at third base. I think that bat did break the plane, and that is a strike.
In now, Darwin Barney, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Two down, runners at first and second. Chopped foul right at home plate. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1.
Boy, what a nice job so far of working himself into a hitter's count. Now he can go to work on maybe picking up that 2-out RBI out of the 9-hole.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. We're back with more of Game 1 after this message and a word from our local stations. Jay Happ will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 33, Jay Happ.
Tyler White will lead things off here for Houston as they look to get things started in this 6th inning.
White.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. In there, 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
All even now, 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Still 2-2. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. Towards second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Maybe even a half heartbeat, considering how fast his heart is beating right now. But he's on it all the way, and he winds up making the play.
Luis Valbuena will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. Here's a swing and a high pop-up, drifting toward the third base dugout. Therefore, it is Donaldson, and there are 2 away now.
Might have had visions of another home run there. This pitch is right in his wheelhouse, but he winds up swinging right underneath it and popping it straight up.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. Pulled toward right center field. Pilar's there, and that retires the side. Astros go down 1-2-3, but they lead it 3-0. Kevin Pilar will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just one hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Keuchel's ready. Here it comes. And here's the ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. Springer is there, and these fans won't like that, as it's a one-pitch out to begin the home half of the sixth.
Well, this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, he's barely been threatened out there.
Troy Tulowitzki stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. And that's cut on and missed, 0-1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
On to first, and Tulowitzki grounds out here, 2 away.
And I'll tell you what, a 3-0 lead with the way this guy's throwing must look like a 10-0 lead to these guys. I mean, they just haven't been able to solve him at all so far.
Josh Donaldson will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
Here comes the first pitch. Drilled on the ground to short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 4 pitches, all it takes to retire the Jays. They trail it here 3-0. Back here at Rogers Center in Toronto. 7th inning coming up now in Game 1 as we take a look there at our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Jake Marisnick will stand in here to start the 7th in a game that's been sailing along to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Right there for strike 1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Lined hard toward right center. Pilar is right there, 1 down.
Well, that one looked like for all the world it was a sure single leading off the inning. It was certainly hit hard enough, but evidently it was hit a little too hard as it winds up getting flagged down, and that's just a tough break.
Jose Altuve steps in, working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Lifted in the air out to left field. Brown is under it. 2 gone.
Since coming in the 6th, I mean, he's knocked down 5 in a row. It's given him a real lift out there.
George Springer ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
And this is taken outside for ball 1.
2 quick outs in the inning. This hitter's job is to work the count, get on base, and give his middle-of-the-order hitters a chance in this inning.
2 out, nobody on. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Inside and low, 2-1.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Taken high and deep to right. Bautista racing back. A leap at the wall, but he can't bring this one back. It's a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first homer here in the series as the Astros have opened it up now 4-0.
Well, he had gotten the first 2 guys in this inning somewhat easily, and you figured he's on his way to just strolling through this 7th inning, but whoa, not so fast. He falls right back down to earth by serving this one up right here.
Here's Carlos Correa now, as he will swing at the first pitch and send a ground ball out to short. Throw in time, and the side is retired.
Ladies and gentlemen,
One more for the Astros, and it comes on this solo homer. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's now 4-0 Houston. Jose Bautista will get his 3rd shot at it here. He's bounced out and popped out in his previous 2 trips.
Well, on the bright side, I guess, he is putting the ball in play. He's just not getting that solid contact that you're looking for when a guy's really seeing the ball well.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Gets a small piece near the plate. Castro scoops it up, throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Well, only 3 strikeouts for him in the ball game, but when you've got that slow stuff, keeping guys off balance, you don't need to rely on strikeouts.
Edwin Encarnacion will dig in again. He popped up in his first plate appearance and flew out last time around.
Well, he's putting the ball in play, but clearly getting under it too much right now. It'd be nice for him to stay through one right here.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Keuchel into his motion. Here it comes on 1-0. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Here it comes, 2-0. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. On his way to pitch number 75. This is line to left, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
now batting, first baseman, Chris Colabello.
Chris Colabello will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. Hit sharply on the ground. To second for one. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more from Game 1 after this. Evan Gattis comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Taking over on the mound is Pat Venditti, and his unique ability to work both right and left-handed. This should be fun to watch. Evan Gattis will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far.
Well, guys, it just hasn't been his day. You know, sometimes cleanup hitters are sort of all-or-nothing type hitters. But, hey, he's still got a chance to make an impact on this game right now.
0-1, here it comes. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
And on 0-2, I'd be shocked to see another fastball in the strike zone.
Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game. Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. Colby Rasmus gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. He's set. Here it comes. Lefty against lefty here as this is taken for a ball. 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
He pulls this one into right. Bautista is there, 2 down.
The minute he hits that, he's thinking it's a base hit all the way, but it's one of those situations where you get penalized for hitting the ball too hard. And this stayed up long enough to find the outfielder's glove out there.
Standing in now, Tyler White. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Astros 4, the Jays 0. Russell Martin will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Keuchel sets his sights. Here comes the first pitch. Swinging a high chopper. Valbuena is up with it. On to first as Valbuena throws him out. 1 gone.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. Shut out intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Dominic Brown will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike 1. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
But he certainly had all of his pitches working for him so far. And that's translated to a 4-hit shutout to this point.
Darwin Barney will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. Liner towards second, and that'll get down for a 2-out single.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Stepping in now, Kevin Pillar, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Outside, 2-1. 2 out with the man at first. And a 2-1 slider is looked at for a called strike 2.
He's closing in on putting up yet another 0.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. Chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Full count now. 3-2.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
Swung on and missed, and 1 left for Toronto. They're down 4-0. Welcome back to Major League Baseball on the show. A shot there of the nighttime beauty of this terrific Canadian city. Luis Valbuena steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. Jason Grilli come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Luis Valbuena gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. On the ground up the middle. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
A good job here. Stays inside the ball well, doesn't roll over, and just shoots this ball right back up the middle.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. hard hit ball to second. But this is hauled in by the second baseman, but he's safe at first as he gets back in time.
Oh, very fortunate right there that this doesn't turn into a double play. That's good awareness to recognize that this line drive's going to get caught and then hightail it back to the bag just ahead of the throw.
Here's Jake Marisnick. Grounded down the third baseline. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now.
He's in there. And you know, I think we're starting to see, now that he's got some Major League playing time under his belt, it's starting to come a little bit easier to him. He's starting to drive the ball, and he's starting to drive the ball with authority, too. And this is case in point as he winds up on second with a ringing double.
Jose Altuve will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
And I'm sure he'd like a base hit right now here of any sort. But hey, another fly ball wouldn't be all that bad because he should be able to drive in a run with a sacrifice fly.
And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order.
And this could really be trouble now because with runners on every base, they've got a chance to really break this thing wide open.
George Springer will stand in to try it again, already with 1 home run of the ball game, and on cue, there it was back in the 7th inning, a solo shot that provided quite a spark for these guys. In there at the knees, strike 1. And I think he's going to have to summon up every bit of his experience to get out of this one.
He's certainly been through it before. If anybody can do it, he can.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
And you know, the big key to throw on the slider is knowing when to throw it for a strike and then when to try to get a guy to chase out of the zone. Once he gets ahead out there, you know he loves to get you to chase.
You're short, hit hard. He's got it. Barney for 1. But they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
And with 1 away, they were hoping to get the double play up the middle to get him out of this. But they wind up only getting 1 on the play as that run comes home to score on the fielder's choice.
Ready now, Carlos Correa. He got on top of 1 and was a ground out victim last time. Swing and a looper to left. Brown is going to get there. And that's the 3rd out. Astros plate 1 on a couple of hits. 2, 3, and 4 set to kick off the bottom of the 9th. It's the Astros 5, the Jays 0. Troy Tulowitzki will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the 9th as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
He's done a really good job of kind of getting ahead of hitters here by throwing first pitch strikes to 70% of the batters he's faced, and that's why he's doing so well.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Maybe a good opportunity here to show him a changeup, give him a different look.
One and 2, here it comes. And this is hit hard up the middle. Sliding stop by Altuve. It's there, and he's out.
Oh, love it. Boy, I'll tell you, it has been like this all night long. The defense has just been airtight, and here's another super play to take away a hit.
Josh Donaldson will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Springer is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Well, this has been a thoroughly dominating performance out there. Kept these guys guessing all game long, and he's just 1 out away now from picking up a well-deserved complete game shutout.
Jose Bautista will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
Line toward the alley in left center, and that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one.
Back into the stretch for him again as we take a look at his line so far. It's almost like he's kept that shutout going with smoke and mirrors because he's definitely given up his share of base runners. They just haven't amounted to anything so far.
Edwin Encarnacion digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
Well, we've talked about it all throughout this game. He was completely in charge, essentially, from pitch 1. And now he finishes off a masterful performance here, getting the complete game shutout.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And guys, if you're going to be successful in the postseason, as you know, you need players coming up big, and this guy certainly did that. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason, but this was one they definitely needed, and he came up with a huge performance here.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Astros win this thing 5-0. Good night from Toronto.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Astros.